Welcome back to M.O.R.T.E.M. On today's story is about family, a bitter custody battle, years of conflict, and a father who was allegedly lured into a deadly trap while his 2-year-old daughter sat in the back seat of his vehicle. This is the story of Jared Bridegan, and the conspiracy prosecutors say led to his death. Some murders happen in a moment, others begin years before anyone pulls a trigger. According to investigators, the death of Jared Bridegan may have started long before the night he was killed. Jared Bridegan was a successful technology executive, a husband, and a father of 4. Friends described him as hardworking, devoted to his children, and focused on building a future for his family. But like many divorced parents, he also lived with ongoing custody issues. Jared had previously been married to Shauna Gardner. The marriage ended in divorce, but their connection continued through their children. Over time, tensions reportedly developed between the two households. According to investigators, years of conflict followed. At the center of later allegations was a question prosecutors would eventually ask: had resentment turned into something far more dangerous? On February 16, 2022, Jared spent time with his children as part of his normal parenting schedule. Nothing appeared unusual. That evening, he dropped off his twins at his ex-wife's residence in Jacksonville Beach. His 2-year-old daughter, Bexley, remained in the back seat as he began driving home. It should have been a routine journey. Instead, it became the final drive of his life. As Jared traveled along a quiet residential road, he noticed something unusual. A tire had been placed in the middle of the roadway. The object blocked his path. Like most drivers would, Jared stopped his vehicle. He stepped out and walked toward the tire. According to investigators, that tire was deliberately placed there, a trap designed to force him out of his vehicle. As Jared approached the obstruction, a gunman allegedly emerged from the darkness. Seconds later, gunshots rang out. Jared was struck multiple times. He collapsed beside his vehicle. Inside the SUV sat his 2-year-old daughter. She was physically unharmed, but she was only feet away from a murder scene. When officers arrived, they found Jared dead beside the road. His daughter remained inside the vehicle, alone. The murder immediately raised questions. Nothing appeared random. There was no robbery, no obvious confrontation, no indication that Jared had been selected by chance. Investigators quickly concluded they were dealing with a targeted killing. Someone had wanted Jared dead. The challenge was figuring out who. For months, detectives worked quietly behind the scenes. They reviewed surveillance footage, analyzed phone records, tracked financial transactions, interviewed witnesses, examined movements before and after the murder. As the investigation expanded, detectives began uncovering evidence suggesting planning and coordination. The breakthrough came in January 2023. Authorities arrested Henry Tenon. Investigators believed he had direct involvement in the killing. Then the case took a dramatic turn. According to authorities, Tenon began cooperating with investigators. His statements allegedly pointed detectives toward other individuals connected to the crime. Soon afterward, police arrested Mario Fernandez Saldana. He was the husband of Jared's ex-wife. Prosecutors alleged he played a major role in organizing the murder plot. The arrest shocked the community, but an even bigger development was still coming. Months later, Jared's ex-wife, Shauna Gardner, was arrested and charged. Prosecutors alleged she participated in a conspiracy that ultimately led to Jared's death. The accusations transformed the case from a homicide investigation into one of the most talked-about murder-for-hire cases in America. Investigators alleged that discussions about eliminating Jared stretched back years. Court filings referenced messages, financial records, witness testimony, and evidence prosecutors say support their theory of a coordinated conspiracy. Among the evidence that attracted significant attention were payments allegedly connected to Henry Tenon. Prosecutors argued these payments were part of the arrangement surrounding the murder. The defense disputes these allegations. All defendants have maintained their innocence and pleaded not guilty. As the criminal case unfolded, another side of the story emerged. The human side. Jared's family. His widow, Jared Bridegan, became a public voice for justice. She spoke openly about losing her husband, about raising children without their father, about the emotional toll the case had taken on everyone involved. For the Bridegan family, every hearing represented another painful reminder of what had happened. Years passed, the investigation grew, and the legal battle became increasingly complex. Defense attorneys challenged evidence. Prosecutors continued building their case. Pre-trial motions multiplied. Court hearings stretched on. Yet the central question remained unchanged. Who was responsible for Jared Bridegan's death? By 2026, the case had entered a critical stage. Judges were working through major evidentiary issues. Trial preparations intensified. Separate trials for the accused moved closer. National attention returned to the case as new court filings and sworn statements emerged. For prosecutors, the case represents an alleged murder-for-hire conspiracy driven by personal conflict and years of resentment. For the defense, the allegations remain unproven. The legal system will ultimately decide which version is true. But regardless of what happens in court, one fact cannot be changed. Father never made it home. A little girl sat in the back seat while her father was killed. And a family has spent years searching for justice. Today, the Jared Bridegan case remains one of the most closely watched criminal prosecutions in Florida. Its outcome could determine the fate of multiple defendants. But for those who loved Jared, the case has never been about headlines. Has always been about one man, one family, and one deadly night on a quiet Florida road. M.O.R.T.E.M breakdown. Motive: alleged custody disputes, family conflict, and long-term resentment. 9 out of 10. Operations: alleged planning, surveillance, financial arrangements, and roadside ambush. 9 out of 10. Reach: national media attention and years of legal proceedings. 8 out of 10. Terror impact: the idea of a murder-for-hire plot emerging from a family dispute shocked many people. 8 out of 10. Execution style: alleged use of a tire trap to lure the victim from his vehicle before the shooting. 9 out of 10. Mindset: if prosecutors' allegations are proven, it would indicate significant planning and premeditation. 10 out of 10. The Jared Bridegan case reminds us that some of the most shocking crimes don't begin in dark alleyways. Sometimes they begin inside family disputes, inside years of conflict, inside conversations hidden from public view. As this case continues through the courts, one thing remains certain: family lost a father, children lost a parent, and a quiet Florida road became the scene of a tragedy that continues to make headlines years later. Thank you for watching M.O.R.T.E.M. If you enjoy detailed true crime documentaries, don't forget to subscribe and join us for the next case. Stay safe, stay aware.